everyone. This training is on how to enter into the Miami County Fair using the FairEntry system. Now this video will be for those 4-H exhibitors and how you will be signing in using the 4-H online option. Quick side note, if you are an FFA exhibitor and do not have a 4-H online account, please scroll down to the bottom and sign in using the FairEntry. But for you 4-H exhibitors, please continue to watch. So when you click on the website that we sent out in the email, this is the Miami County Fair webpage on the FairEntry system. You guys want to make sure you have the correct fair. So look for the 2022 Miami County Fair up here on the top, as well as our logo in the top left corner. To log in, scroll down to where you see the 4-H online box and click the sign in with 4-H online button. Now the sign in box does pull up in a different web page, so you will have to go and find that web page, and then you're able to enter your email in your account. All right, once you guys log into the 4-H online on the FairEntry, this is going to be the page that will pop up. Now, if you have several kids who are entered underneath your family name, all their names would pop up here. But for our example today, we only have one youth that we will be working with. Using the FairEntry system, we are actually able to incorporate the 4-H online information regarding each youth. So once you clicked on your youth's name, the exhibitor that you are entering for, the next screen that will pop up is the questions page. So this is mainly for the 4-H and FFA livestock members. So if you are a swine exhibitor, this is where you put down what type of pin preference you want. So if you want wet pins or dry pins, this is where you put that down, as well as if for all of the livestock exhibitors, if you would like to be stalled by somebody within your club due to you guys sharing supplies or animals are typically stalled together, this is where you would put in the family name that you want to be stalled by, as well as what species you want to be stalled with. All right, so for our example, we're gonna use wet pins and it's just gonna be us. So we're not gonna type anybody down in the who we want to be stalled by. Then I'm gonna hit continue. That will bring you to this page where we can look over all of our information, make sure everything's correct, double check our questions. And if that looks correct, then you will hit continue to entries. So this is where, again, if you had several youth, this is where they would pop up. And you actually just want to do one youth, do entries for one youth at a time. And once you get done with one entry or all the entries for one youth, then you go back and select the other youth and start their entries. But first, we'll go ahead and get started on this example. All right, so we're going to add an entry. This is a menu that pops up. So our first entry that we are going to do is in the beef department. So I'm going to select the beef department and say we have a market steer we're going to bring. Select that, hit choose. All right, so once you choose that department in that division, your class selection will come up. So we have a crossbred steer that we're going to show. Continue with that class selection. It's going to ask what club we're in. So we're going to hit explorers. And this is where we need more information for that crossbred steer. So we're going to add an animal. Create a new animal account, hold down market beef, and this is where you guys will input the 4-H tag number you received at weigh-in. So for my example, I'm just going to put, it was all 2s, come down, it was a crossbred steer, so I'm going to add to my files. Now, if this was a purebred steer, this is where you guys would upload your registration papers. But since it's crossbred, we don't have papers. So where I'm done with files, look over my numbers, looks good. I'm going to continue. And then I want to add another entry. Yes, I want to add another entry in the market beef department because I want to hit the rate of gain class as well. Entry into my club. And since I already put this animal's information in, I can go in and tag that animal again. So I'm going to select that one. Continue, add another entry. Yes, still in the market beef, because I want to do the carcass contest. So I'm going to select the carcass contest class, continue. Yep, I'm still in the Explorers 4-H Club. Need to add my animal information back in. So I'm going to choose from existing, tag number, select, continue, and then add another entry. I want to do showmanship. So I need to go back up to the beef department, scroll down past the breeding heifers. There's beef showmanship towards the bottom. Choose that. So I am a junior and showman for this example. Select, continue, 4-H Club, and that's it. All right, so I have my market steer done. I want to add another entry. I can go up here and change to the next department that I want to enter in, which that is going to be the horse. So I'm going to do halter. My horse is 4 and over. Then I'm also going to do junior showmanship. Continue. Oh, I have to put my information in for my horse. So I would go over here to the animals, add animal. Add animal from scratch. A horse. Now with this page, all I need is the required information. So my horse's name is Lucy. If I can spell that right. She's a paint. She's brown and white. I own her. And she's a mare. And create and add. All right, so I have Lucy down for my halter class and my junior showmanship class. I'm gonna continue. This pops up to make sure that I have the correct animal, the correct classes. I'm gonna create my entries. All right, then I'm gonna go back to add entry, go back to the horse department because I'm gonna do my performance classes. So we're gonna be doing trail, horsemanship, Western pleasure, and all of that's gonna be with Lucy. So if you had different horses that you were going to be using, you would add that horse, the other horse in. So let's add another one. Let's do Rod. He is also a paint. Get spelling right. He's black and white. Owned. And a gelding. So you would see my horses that I've entered is over here underneath my name. So I'm actually going to use Rod for those 3 classes. Or if you wanted to use a different horse, then you would have to do, so say I wanted to use Rod for, actually let's do Rod for my trail classes. I would have to go create that entry. Go back to the horse department, performance classes, and then select my horsemanship and Western pleasure and select Lucy as my horse for that. Yep, Lucy I'm going to be using for horsemanship and Western pleasure. Create those entries. Then for my speed events are going to be underneath the timed events section. Poles, flags, barrels. And I'm using rod. Continue. Great entries. All right, so there's all of my entries so far, and you guys can see the animal that I have with each class. All right, gonna keep on going. So my next one is gonna be foods and nutrition department. Food classes, choose. So I'm a junior age. Explorers. So I am going to be bringing no bake cookies. And this is a requirement on what type of entry you're bringing. So my first one's going to be no bake cookies. Add another. Yep, still from the foods class. Juniors. Next one is angel food cake. And my last one that I'm going to bring are brownies. And if you don't quite know what you are bringing, just put down in the description brownies or cookies. That way there's at least something in that entry box. All right, so I'm going to add another entry, but not in the food department. I'm going to jump down to photography. Gotta keep scrolling down. Yep, photography, choose. So I'm going to do a color photo in the junior age division. And my photo is a horse photo. Do another one. Yep, still in the photography. I'm going to do a black and white photo. And my black and white photo is of my dogs. Right, the next one that I want to do is I'm going to change departments. And we're going to go down to, actually go back up to crops and garden, because I'm going to enter some vegetables. So I'm going to enter cherry tomatoes, red peppers, red onions, bell peppers as well, and some zucchini. But my red peppers, I'm actually going to enter 2 of them. So this over here is where you would enter multiple if you're bringing more than 1 entries in that class. So go up here to continue. Oh wait, I can't. I am at my max. We have a max of 4 allowed per exhibitor. So I had 6 down, so I have to go down, move that one back to 1. Red peppers, yeah, let's not bring my zucchini. So there we go, that makes me back down to 4 entries. Makes me review my 4 entries. All right. So this page allows me to look over everything. I got my vegetables, my bell peppers, onions, red potatoes, cherry tomatoes, my 2 photography, my 3 foods, and then my horse classes, and my different horses, my beef showmanship, market beef, ready to carcass, ready to gain, and my crossbred steer. But one more thing I'm going to add is I'm actually going to bring a open class bucket calf. So I would actually go down to open class bucket calf, select that class, choose, select, continue. I do have to input information for this animal. My bucket calf's name is Buddy. He's an Angus cross, and his farm tag is number 24. I'm going to create that entry, look it over, continue. And yes, I will be stalling at the county fair. You see how this question pops up. Or if you would not be stalling at the county fair, you'd hit no. But yes, we are. So we're going to continue. And we are, oh, it looks like we have some outstanding records that we need to look over. So let's go to those. And that is actually, oh, that's in my cherry tomatoes. So I need to write down, I'm bringing my cherry. Oh, if I can spell it right. Tomatoes. Let's see what those other ones. Oh, my red. Those. 2 more. And the last one are those bell peppers. All right. So this page is also where, say if you had another exhibitor, you would click that and that would take you to the other exhibitors for you to do their entries. But for now, we are going to continue to payment because all of our entries are in. So here I can see all my details of what all classes I have entered in. And look over that. Make sure that looks good. Don't be confused on why there's a payment. This system just kind of requires us to have some sort of payment method. But again, we do not charge anything for the county fair. So your amount is going to be 0. So you want to hit continue. Again, your invoice is 0. So keep hitting continue. This is our last step. So before you submit, again, if you have any other youth you want to enter, go back to the exhibitors tab and click on that tab and then click on which youth you want to enter next. But say everybody's entered, you're all done. This is the last step you want to take. So you want to scroll down to, we do have 7 terms that you guys have to agree to. So read over those terms, click the I agree to the above statement. And then again, look over everything, make sure you have all the entries you think you're going to make pop in here. So once you're done, hit submit. It brings you to our thanks. Thank you for participating in the fair. This is a big thing. We want to make sure that you guys know you will be getting an email confirmation on when your entries have been received. So be checking your inbox for that email confirmation, as well as when when your entries have been approved, because we will be approving your entries, you will also get another email saying your entries have been approved and we look forward to seeing you at the Miami County Fair. Then you can sign out and it will bring you back to kind of the main page. Some dates. We are here to help you guys make sure that this system goes nice and smoothly for this year. Again, do not hesitate to call us or email us. All right, thank you guys for following along and have a great day.